What do the numbers tell us?
Yeah, long, too, Chris. Primary day was last month, actually. Let's take you through it. Remember, New York City did this very differently. Ranked choice voting. Folks showed up. They marked who their first choice was, but they could also mark second, third, fourth, fifth choice. Complicated process. Let's work through what happened here. These are the first choice numbers. Yesterday, we were waiting on a whole bunch of mail-in ballots. They came in, they processed them, they added it to it. So this was the first choice total. A giant field here of all the candidates. You note that Eric Adams had the lead there, a pretty wide lead on the first choice. Maya Wiley, Catherine Garcia, Andrew Yang, a distant fourth. Now, what they do with ranked choice voting is they just work their way from the bottom up. They start eliminating candidates. Lowest candidate gets eliminated first. Whoever the second choice was for the voters of that candidate, they get reallocated. And a computer does this all kind of in real time, but they work through one after another till they get down to a final two. So basically what happened here was they started working their way from the bottom of the field here, eliminated all the candidates here, started eliminating the candidates here, and it was really pretty evenly distributed. So the order of candidates wasn't changing much. Where things started to change, though, dramatically is when you got here, when you got to the final four, when you came to Adams, Wiley, Garcia, and Yang. When it was just those four left, let me take you through what happened here. So when it was just those four, Andrew Yang was in fourth place. It means he was eliminated. He had quite a few votes, so they look at the ballots. Okay, Yang voters, who did they say their second choice was? And look what happens. It goes from Adams, Wiley, and Garcia, first, second, and third, to Adams, Garcia, Wiley. So Garcia got a lot more support from Andrew Yang voters than Wiley did. And suddenly it's Adams in first, Garcia in second, Wiley in third. And then how this works. Three candidates, third place, bottom candidate, Maya Wiley. She gets eliminated. So Wiley gets eliminated. Look at all these votes, 250,000 or so that Wiley has. They look at him. Who's the next choice for those voters? Is it Adams or is it Garcia? So look, it's now Adams or Garcia. One of these is going to be the nominee, and the Wiley voters are going to decide it. So it goes from 40 to 30. Adams over Garcia. Here it is. Adams in a squeaker. Look at this. A margin of under 9,000 votes, 1 point. Eric Adams finishes ahead of Catherine Garcia. But wow, Adams barely held on. An awful lot of those Wiley votes went to Garcia. Not that many went to Eric Adams. It was almost a 2-to-1 split. There was more than a 2-to-1 split, I should say, in terms of how they went. There wasn't quite enough to get Garcia over the top. There was enough, though, to make this the closest runoff they've ever had in New York City. But Eric Adams, the end result, looks like he is going to be the Democratic nominee in very heavily Democratic New York. There's a general election this fall, but Eric Adams now the clear favorite to be the next mayor of New York City, Chris.